All right, boys and girls, welcome to Between the Seams. I think we're on episode 6. I'm going to go with 5, 6, something like that. I got my man Ant L. Ant, what's your Twitter?
Ant L underscore Sports King. What's up, everybody? Hi.
How's it going, guys? So what do we got in here? We're just letting some guys get in here now. We got Gerardo, we got Rob, we got Armin. I think Jimmy was just about done, so we'll have some people, poking in here probably over the next 5 minutes or so. Um, I'll tell you what, we got a hot twatty, that's for sure. Twatty is, when I use myself in the third person, that means I'm feeling confident. So
I just assumed that warming twatty was a reference to vagina.
it is. We would much rather have a warming twatty than a cold bad twatty. Okay, so
Okay.
we do have a warming twatty. I haven't really looked. It's probably 5 in a row, 5 of the last 6, and Ant's been killing it as well. Ant put out a pick from the shitter today at Walmart, so we know that's going to work in the Discord. That should hit. It's going to be Ant's shitter pick of the day. So
Yeah.
that's what Michael Soliday wants to name it. So that's what we're rolling with. But anyway, there's viral. Dear Slayer, what's up, guys? What's up, guys? We have some fun in here today. I don't have much. I mean, it's a big slate. I have 2 plays, and they're just half unit plays. Kind of a pussy today. Kind of on my period. Kind of on my period. So this will pass, and then we're gonna bank off of your plays tonight, right?
Yeah, I mean, I was in the Walmart bathroom taking a dump at 9 in the morning, and I'm like, oh, yeah, I need to post my plays to the Discord. So I just whipped out my phone. I went click, 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 and put them on. And then I felt the need to let you guys know that's where I was putting them on from. I mean, we all, 50% of every tweet that's ever been tweeted has been tweeted from the toilet. So, I mean,
that's probably true. And people tell me, and they swear by this, that they do their best thinking while on the toilet. So,
that's true.
Yeah, I feel confident in your pick.
Oh, thank you.
All right, let's see what we can do here today. Let's pull up the slate. Let's pull up the lineups. First game was the Nationals Cubs. I hit that. So let's move on to the Reds, DeFilsani and Keller of the Pirates. Basically, sort of a pick 'em, which is a shocker. The Reds are plus 100. That's crazy.
Plus 109 now. Money's coming in on the Pirates.
Actually, I'm glad you said that. Let me refresh here. I'm using Bet Online. I like them. They're pretty much middle of the road. You could get a couple cents either way, I'm sure. I still got 101, but that's fine. So we got 101 plus 101 for the Reds. So they're a small dog. The Pirates are coming back at minus 111. Over under is 9. I mean, I looked at this last night. Anyone who was in the keg cast, I said, take this. You got to take it. You got to take it. It's 30 cents off. And then I didn't have the balls to pull the trigger all last night, all today. I know my Pirates can get right against lefties. Clearly, the Reds are the better team here. Obviously, I lean Reds. I just couldn't pull the trigger on this. Keller, one of these times, he's a big time prospect. One of these times is going to show out. Is it tonight? I don't know. I just stayed off of it. Ant, what do you think?
So I looked at some of the numbers. Obviously,
sorry to interrupt. Let me just do this real quick. Let me get the lineups for the guys. Sorry, Ant. Give me 1 second. Van Meter, Galvis, Suarez, Aquino, Barnhart, Iglesias, Dietrich, Senzel, DeScafani. Comeback is Newman, Reynolds, Marte, Bell, Moran, Osuna, Frazier, Stalling, Keller. What do you got, Ant?
So I look. Obviously, Keller with an ERA in the mid-8s is what we would call a positive regression candidate, and that's because his ERA is in the 8. So, of course, it's going to come down a bit. And you also got to look at his BABIP. It's like in the 440s, right? So that's going to come down too, because I've talked about this before. League average BABIP is right around 300, give or take 10 percentage points. So obvious, and he's got a 50% left on base percentage. So all those signs say, okay, this kid's going to have some positive regression coming in. But that doesn't mean I want to bet him, because his advanced ERA metrics, his FIP, his XFIP, and his Sierra are all in the mid to high 4s. So what's he going to positively regress to? From being needing to get out of the league to just mediocre. That's basically what his advanced numbers say. He's a mediocre pitcher. I don't like his walk rate. It's over 4 walks per 9 innings. That's horrible. And I don't like his ground ball ratio. His ground balls is 34%. That's way too low. That's one of the reasons why his BABIP is so high. He needs that ground ball percentage to come way up. You need a ground ball percentage over 40% to be really, really successful in this league. That's way too low. 34% ground balls. So I see him being at best a marginal pitcher right now. On the other side, Anthony DeSclafani, he's average. He doesn't suck, but he's not great. But he's pretty decent. His ERA is right around the mid-4s. All of his advanced numbers say, yeah, that's about right. So you don't have any positive, negative regression with DeSclafani. He is what he is. What you see is what you get with him. But you look at the Pirates' offense; it's terrible right now. It's the 3rd worst in the league over the last month. Absolute in a complete funk. The Reds, complete opposite. The Reds have been pretty hot on offense. And also, like the Pirates' bullpen's a tire fire, too. Has the Reds' bullpen been that great in the last month and a half? Not really. But their bullpen ceiling is a lot higher than the Pirates' bullpen ceiling. This game is not a coin flip. The Reds should be about minus. I put this game about the Reds minus 130. And right now, you're getting the Reds anywhere from, depending on your book, anywhere from even money to plus 110. I'm all over the Reds here. This is the values on the Reds. You're getting probably 30 cents line value on them. I know a lot of money's come in on the Pirates, and that's because people are banking on that positive regression from Keller. And like I said, what's his positive regression going to be? From being terrible to mediocre? Fuck that shit. Give me the Reds. Better team, better starting pitcher, better bullpen at even to slight plus money. Yeah, I'm taking it.
And everyone in the chat, I can't disagree with that at all. For whatever reason, I just had this intuition because I'm a Pirate fan. I just had an intuition they were going to hit tonight, so I just stayed off of it. But I made this plus 135 last night on the Kegcast. So you're right. I can't disagree with that at all, man. All right, good breakdown there. As everyone in the chat probably knows, and if you don't, Ian is big time analytical. He does the eye test as well, and I'm pretty much just eye test. I do very analytical, as you can tell by how long we take to answer the fucking questions. I'm just fucking with you. Blatch, Richards, Rays, Orioles, Tampa Bay minus 187. The comeback with the Orioles plus 176. Over under 10.5.
Nope.
This one. If Blatch is just so bad that I was looking at the under all day on this. I'm thinking the Rays are kind of scuffling. We can get this under 10.5. But when I dug into Blatch, I'm just like, this guy's terrible. I think his whip was like 2.5. I know you love whip, man. He's terrible. So I had to stay off of it. Ian, did you got anything?
No, but I'm looking up Ty Blatch right now, real quick.
Yeah, while you're doing,
he's fucking terrible.
Oh, he's so bad. He's
so bad. He's so bad.
But while you're doing that,
is 678.
I know.
He's got a 678 FIP.
He's so bad. He makes Mitch Keller look like fucking the Cy Young.
Oh my God, 51.7% hard contact. How do we? Wait a minute. I'm glad we just brought this up. How do we not? Oh, wait, that's how we don't take the fucking Rays team total. It's 5.5 juiced.
Ant's currently nutting his pants at these.
He's terrible.
He's so bad. Anyway, all right. Terrible. Let me get through this. Let's look at the lineups. We got for the Rays. We got Duffy, Pham, Meadows, Aguilar, Adames. God, I watch baseball every day, and I don't know who this guy is. Kiermaier, Heredia, Zanino. Coming back with VR, we got Mancini, Santander, Nunez, Stewart, Alberto, Ruiz, Davis, Cisco. I actually like Santander and Mancini and Nunez, to be perfectly honest with you. But I got nothing on this. Are you gonna, now that you've seen his advanced stats, are you gonna bet against him?
No, not at that number.
You're
Not
like
that number. The team total on the Rays is high and it's
the
juiced
5.5.
to the over.
Yeah.
So I can't bet that. I would just stay off the game. Absolutely, positively not taking the Orioles at that plus price because you know me, I'm willing to take a plus number here and there. But no, wow, that guy's bad. But
I know. That's good.
yeah, I'm just gonna pass along.
Okay, so let's move on. We got Noesi with the Marlins. We got Vasquez, Phillies. We got minus 162 on the Phils. Comeback plus 152 on the Marlins. Over under 9. I got nothing.
I do know both these pitchers. I do know both these teams. And yeah, the line's about right. I had the line at about 160 to 170 range, which basically it's in that sweet spot where I'm looking at the Phillies minus 170 and the Marlins at plus 150. So you're not getting value on either side in this game. So it's a pass.
All right. So let's go Braves with Fulte. Let's go Mets with the Grom. We got plus 171 with Fulte and the Braves. We got to come back at minus 181 with the Grom and the Mets. Over under 7.5. I have nothing on this game, but as Ant and I were talking a little bit earlier, they're really two solid plays. I mean, you could take DeGrom through the first 5 and just go pitcher versus pitcher with Fulte. I like that play. Also, on a 7.5, if you're going to give me plus, I talk about this every day and it keeps hitting. If you're going to give me 1.5 on a low total of 7.5, I'm going to take it. Now, it was juiced just a little bit out of my range at minus 129. At minus 120, I would have taken the Braves plus 1.5 on a total of 7.5 all day. But it was about 10 cents out of where I wanted it to be. So I did hold off on that. If you guys can get minus 120, maybe that's something you want to do. But other than that, I got nothing. Just maybe those 2 leans. Not even half units. They're just leans for me. Ant?
I actually have a full unit on the Mets first 5 minus 120. I see now that's gotten steamed up to minus 130. So, I mean, if you still want to play it, lower your risk a bit because I honestly would be a little bit more skeptical of the play at minus 130. That 10 cents, like Twatty was just talking about, 10-cent difference is huge. The difference between minus 120 and minus 130 is pretty big. It's like 3%. So at minus 120, it was a play, and I tweeted it out. At minus 130, I would lean towards either just lower your risk, make it a half unit, or just pass.
Well, all right. Okay, let's see. Let's move along here. We are going. Wow, we're going slow as shit. We got to pick this up. We're going Royals, Junis, Indians, Plesac. Junis is plus 176. Plesac's minus 187. Over under 9. Basically, I just broke this down. I'm going to take the better pitcher, better offense, and I'm going to take it for the first 5 run line with Plesac in the Indians. So my pick is going to be Cleveland first 5 minus or my first 5 run line minus 130. Ant?
I don't have a play on this game, but I was actually considering just laying the 185 on the Indians. The only thing that's really keeping me off is they have lost. I think they lost like 3 in a row, so I'm not really interested in laying minus 185 on a team that's lost 3 in a row. But yeah, I have this game at like minus 200. So I mean, there is small value at that number at minus 185.
Okay.
I definitely wouldn't grab the Royals here. There's no value on the Royals here.
Yeah, I actually did. That was a half unit. I can. Could you create to help me with those dogs?
Oh, is that dog loud? It's all the way downstairs.
Whatever. That's fine. All right. So let's go on to So here's another play. And it's actually got steamed. That's crazy. D-backs and Kelly, Brewers and Lyles. D-backs are plus 140. Lyles and the Brewers are minus 150. Over under 10. I mean, I think Ant and I see this very similar. This is a coin toss game, I think. I couldn't see 10 cents either way on this game. And it's plus 140. Are you kidding me? I'm going to take the D-backs in this. I mean, Lyles has been historically bad this year. Now, the last 2 outings, I get it. He's been better. But I'll tell you what, I like the D-backs against righties. You got Marte and Escobar from the left side now. If you look at their lineup, and actually I'll pull it up real quick, their lineup is pretty solid all the way through. You got Dyson, Marte, Escobar. You got Peralta in there from the left side. So you're going to go Marte left, Escobar left, Peralta left against terrible Lyles. And then you got Walker, Lamb, Ahmed, Kelly. On the other side, you do have a good lineup. Kane, Grandel, Yelich, Hira, Boustakis, Braun, Thames, Asia, and Lyles. But if I think it's a coin flip, give me that 135. Is that what it was? Give me that 140. I'll take that 140 in the D-backs for a half a unit. I'm being a pussy tonight. That's all I got. Ant, anything?
Yeah, I am on the Diamondbacks also for a full unit at plus 140. The starting pitchers are about the same. And then you have the Diamondbacks lineup over the last 30 days has been hotter. And their bullpen over the last 30 days, the bullpen FIP is a full run better than the Brewers. The Brewers, I like you said, this if you want to go, hey, let's give the Brewers home field advantage, then it's a coin flip. But on a neutral, the Diamondbacks should be like minus 115. They're plus 140. You're getting like 40 cents on a coin flip.
Right. I agree.
That's a huge edge. This is an easy full unit play on a plus 140.
And I'm a pussy. I took it half, but this is a play that both Ant and I are on, so we obviously like this play.
Yeah, I mean that number's really good on the D-backs.
All right, let's go Tigers, Van Hagen. We go Twins, Berrios. Wow, that's a big number. Plus 290 for Detroit, minus 330 for the Twins, over under 9.5. Jesus, at some point you got to look at you could take the Tigers plus 1.5 and get plus 152. You could probably take the Tigers at plus 2.5 and still be plus money. So I'm not on it, but I would definitely be looking at the Tigers. I'm not going to do full game money line, but I'll take a 1.5. I'll take 2.5. But I couldn't pull the trigger, so I'm off of it. Ant?
Sorry, I had to shut that fucking dog up. Were you talking about the Tigers game?
Yeah, you got anything?
Oh, yeah, betting the Tigers tonight, setting your money on fire, but the line's too high on the Twins. Pass.
All right, we shall move on. So we got the Rangers with their ace on the. Well, I don't know if he's their ace, maybe Mike Minor, but Rangers with Lynn on the mound. White Sox with Cease on the mound. Let's see. Rangers are minus 140 to come back on the Sox plus 130. We got an 8.5 total. I got nothing on this. Ant?
I think the Rangers are the right side on this game, but I'm not laying that number with them, especially on the road. I'm not a fan of Cease, though. But overall, like the Rangers' offense has been struggling lately. You can't lay that number with their offense. But at the same time, I'm not betting I'm not betting the White Sox go at that short underdog price up against a far superior starting pitcher. So it's just a pass.
No doubt about that. All right, well, let's move right along then. Let me see what's going on in the chat here. Any questions? What's up, dear? Say, hey, what's up, Noli? What's up, Tyler? What's up, AVI? AV Gold? All right, let's move along. Where the hell were we? Okay, so we are Angels, Astros, Suarez, Greinke. Angels are plus 216. Astros are minus 235. Over under is 9. Team totals 3.5 for Angels, 5.5 for Astros. You know, every day I see Greinke pitch, I try to fade him, and then I dig into his number. This guy still has an ERA less than 1, or a WHIP less than 1 this year. Unbelievable. He's had 2 bad outings, basically all year. He's
good. He's a good pitcher.
Yeah, he really is. But for whatever reason, I see him pitch, and I think, fuck, I could get a hit off this guy. You know what I mean? Like, his stuff isn't overpowering. He clearly just knows how to pitch. He's not a thrower; he's a pitcher. So again, I can't fade him. And 216 isn't enough on the comeback, so I'm off.
Yeah, exactly. I think the line on the Astros is about fair. They should be right about -250 here, and that's kind of where they are, give or take a few cents. So obviously, you're not getting enough value on the Angels at +215. You'd want them at +250 to really start considering that as a play. So it's a pass.
Right.
And the total is, I would lean over, but I'm not going to bet it because at the same time, it's like, yeah, 9.5 at even money on the over. It sounds good, especially with how I think the Astros can hit Suarez.
Yeah.
But I mean, at the same time, Greinke could hold the Angels to 2 runs, and now it's like, okay, now you need 8 runs from the freaking Astros to get this over. So that's hard. That's hard to ask. So it's just a pass.
That's exactly right. Yeah, the Astros could go off and score 8 runs, but then the Angels. Holy shit. Okay, so we move on to the Rockies and the Cardinals. We got Lambert, we got Flaherty. This is a big-time pitching mismatch. The Rockies at +233. The comeback is Cardinals -255, over under 8. Here's another one. And just because I hate the Rockies so much on the road, I'm not going to pull the trigger. But again, you got the Rockies. You can get +1.5 at +117 on an over-under that's 8. But the problem is the pitching matchup is it really is a mismatch in this one. Lambert against Flaherty. Flaherty's damn near an ace, and Lambert's basically a 5. Flaherty's at least a 2, and Lambert's a 5. So, if I leaned, I would take probably the 1.5 on the low total at plus money. But I'm off of it. And
yeah, this game's a complete pass. Flaherty's a borderline Cy Young stuff. I could see Flaherty winning a Cy Young in the future in a few years. And Lambert's trash. The Rockies lineup is trash outside of Coors. But at the same time, I'm not really a big fan of the Cardinals lineup either. And I'm definitely not laying this number with the Cardinals because despite the fact you do have a really good pitching matchup here, do you really want to lay that kind of juice with the Cardinals lineup? And the answer is no. So it's just move along, other games.
Yep, I hear you. So let's roll with the Blue Jays and the Mariners. We got Thornton and Sheffield. We got the Blue Jays -107, the Mariners -103. Over under is 9.5. Basically a coin toss in this one. Both team totals are 4.5. I've been trying to ride the Blue Jays. I really like their offense. And they've been hitting home runs, but they've all been basically solo shots. They're not hitting with runners in scoring position. So, and I just hate the Mariners. They do nothing well. They hit okay. They pitch bad. They play defense bad. They run the bases bad. I got nothing on this. Yeah.
Yeah, like the thing is the Mariners play a lot better at home. So I don't really want to be betting the Blue Jays on the road here, especially because I'm not a fan of Thornton. The Blue Jays offense is inconsistent, but Sheffield, looking at his numbers, he only has 3 innings this year in Major League Baseball, but his minor league numbers are horrendous. Like how the hell this guy got called up to the big leagues is beyond me. I mean, this dude belongs in the scrap heap of AA. His numbers in AAA are bad. You want to hear these numbers, Jay, or you want to hear these numbers, Matt?
I do.
In 55 innings, he's got a 6.87 ERA and a 7.19 FIP, 6.09 xFIP. It's terrible. He's got a 26% home run to fly ball ratio in AAA this year. That is so bad. So I this is one of those spots where you're like, hey, Blue Jays at the Mariners, and the Mariners are and it's a coin flip number. That's the number I would normally want to take the Mariners at. But if this was any other starting pitcher for the Mariners, I would take them. But at the same time, he's probably just going to be an opener. But even then, he could give up 4 runs in the goddamn first inning, and you're fucked. So it's just, screw it. Move along.
I hear you. I agree. Okay. Well, we got second last game. Here we go. Nice series here. We got the Yanks and Paxton. We got the Dodgers and Ryu. It's so funny to see the Yanks as a dog. Yanks are plus 136. Ryu is minus 146. The totals are 8.5. Team total 3.5 for Yanks. Team total for the Dodgers 4.5. Paxton's hot garbage on the road. He's starting to be hot. He's starting to be hot garbage at home too. He was unhittable at home for probably his first 5 starts, but he's starting to shit the bed at home, and he's bad on the road. Ryu is he's in the Cy Young conversation. He was leading the league in ERA basically all year. I just don't like the number. So, I mean, the over 3.5 in the team total for the Yanks isn't bad. I mean, you figure a bad game for them is 3, right? 4. So they could get there, but it's minus 125. So I'm gonna I'd lean the team total over in the Yanks, but I'll probably be off of it. And
yeah, I'm looking at this game, and obviously I've been trying to find a bet on this game all day, just because I know this is the premier matchup. It's probably the one everybody's probably been saying, "Hey guys, when you shut the fuck up about the White Sox or the Rangers, we want to hear about the Yankees Dodgers. That's the big game." But the number's just not there.
yeah.
If anything, I like the under 8.5, but it's juiced at minus 120, and I never lay minus 120 on a total. That's pretty much never going to be profitable, no matter what the total is. You don't really want to be laying minus 120 on them. So I mean, at the time, because I look at it like this: Paxton is a lefty, and it is a pitcher's ballpark. And there's a lot of lefties in that Dodgers lineup. So I could see Paxton having marginal success here against the Dodgers. Ryu's obviously been very good all year. The Yankees are losing a hitter with it being in a National League ballpark. So the Yankees are losing their DH. So the only way I'm really looking here is on the under, but the juice is wrong. Like if that was minus 110, minus 105 even on that under 8.5, that would be a half unit play for me. But other than that, I'm going to have to pass on this game, even though getting the Yankees at plus 133 is tempting. Getting them on the road and against probably the best team in baseball. I mean, the Dodgers do have the best record in baseball. I don't know. It's just I don't see much of an edge on either side there. What you're saying with the Yankees team total over 3.5, that's certainly not a play anybody could hate. Anytime you say Yankees team total over 3.5, I mean, obviously that's something people got to look at, but you also got to remember why is it at 3.5? And it's a pitcher's park, and they're losing a hitter. I mean, you tell me Paxton is going to get a hit in this game? No, he's not going to.
Yeah, and Ryu is tough. It's not like you know what I mean.
Yeah, Ryu's been good. I mean, there's a reason why he's like the leader for the Cy Young right now. So
yeah. All right, so nothing.
No, I mean, if the juice was different, I'd take the under 8.5, but I'm not betting it at minus 120.
Okay. All right. This is it. Last game, boys and girls. Red Sox, Padres, Rodriguez, Paddock. So Red Sox minus 118, Padres plus 108. Total is 8. Team total is 4.5 plus 108 for Red Sox. 3.5 minus 130 for the Padres. I got nothing. I mean, I think Paddock's probably the better pitcher in this matchup. He is at home and he's getting money. So probably better pitcher at his home park, and he's plus money. I would probably lean that way. The Red Sox aren't hitting like they have, in previous years. So I got nothing, but that's probably the way I would lean. And
I lean Padres, but not enough to bet them. You're right. You do have a better starting pitcher in Paddock, but that's basically the only thing that's better. And Rodriguez is good enough to shut down the Padres' middling offense. I mean, so I just look at it like this. It's like, yeah, they have an advantage of their starting pitcher, but the Red Sox lineup is so much better than the Padres lineup. It really just cancels itself out. And that's why you have the line where it's at. I mean, honestly, I think that line's fair. So I'm just passing. I mean, I know it's not fun having a betting show where we've passed on almost every game, but we got a few bets out there. So
yeah,
I don't want to give people plays that I'm not on. So
Yeah. Well, all right. Well, speaking of that, let's kind of recap what we got. I took the D-backs money line at plus 137, half unit on Cleveland first five. Did we get this in time? Cleveland first five run line at minus 130 is what I'm on. What do you want, Ant?
I'm on the Reds. That game tips off in 2 minutes. So if you guys want to tail that and you haven't yet, you got 2 minutes to put that bet in. So I am on the Reds. Right now it looks like plus 103. So there was some buyback on the Reds. How about that? I am on the Mets first five run line, but I got it at minus 120. I would probably only bet it a half unit or pass if you're getting at minus 130. Because that line did get steamed. So I got the early number on that one. So do with that what you will on that information. And we are both on the Diamondbacks. I absolutely love this number. This is a 50-50 game. It's a coin flip, and you're getting plus one, anywhere from plus 135 to plus 140, depending on what number your book has. So you're getting like 35 to 40 cents extra on a coin flip. That almost never happens.
Yeah.
40 cents of line value in a baseball game is like manna from heaven. So there we go. I'm on that one too.
That may be the line that I've seen off the most this year, like 40 cents from what I capped it at. That's crazy. Let's see what the chat says before we run.
Leans on the Toronto-Seattle game. Yeah, we talked about that. No, we're passing. We're passing on that one.
I got nothing. Let me just scan up real quick, make sure we didn't miss anything. Nut flush, deer, Lance, deer. Okay, arcade. All right, boys and girls. Hey, this Discord's been blowing up. If you're interested in getting over there, just like DM me or something, and I'll send you a personal invite. We got Ann in there, we got Jay in there, we got Noli, we got Maxwell Smart in there the other night, we got Big Ragu, we got DJ Big Bot. I mean, we got everybody, and then the members are awesome. So if you guys are interested, it's free. You can just DM me on Twitter. But that's all I got. Best of luck tonight. And Ant, you got anything?
Nope. Just check us out a little bit later on, starting in a few minutes. The Sports Cast will be doing live betting the baseball slate, and I'm sure Jay will pretend that there's some WNBA on that people might give a fuck about, but I won't.
Ann, are you good tomorrow? Like, like between 5 and 6:30, or you got shit going on?
Oh, I have no idea what I going on Saturday until Saturday.
All right, well, keep me posted. We're going to do a show tomorrow, whether it's just me and Ant, or just me, or I round up someone from the Discord or whatever. But we'll do a show sometime between 5 and 6:30 tomorrow. All right, guys, love you. Have a great evening.
All right, bye.
See ya.